Good evening. What is going on? What happens when you cross an airborne disaster movie with a slapstick comedy, visual gags, and rapid fire wordplay? You get the 1980s surrealist comedy Airplane. Tonight, I am your host, Jamie Pale Rider. It's my movie, 1980s Airplane, and let's get going. As always, I am joined by
Steve Ozos Lewis,
as well as
Steve 3.
And last but not least,
Rob Williams.
What's up, gents? It
Hey,
feels like it's
boyos.
been forever.
good day.
Good
We haven't
day.
been forever. It's been online here, the four of us together.
Yeah, it's been forever for me. I was out of commission for a good 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be back.
Are you feeling
Happy to
better?
be chatting. I am. Yeah, I am quite a bit better. Still have a stupid lingering cough, but I'll try and be diligent with the mute button tonight.
I was wondering how you'd feel after I was wondering if you'd crash after the adrenaline and stuff.
Oh man, yeah. After the con, I felt like I had a bit of like a backslide, but I did do my usual routine of booking the day after the con off, so I could just like put everything away, clean it, do laundry, and then just kind of veg out and rest up.
Yeah.
And that is tried and true. It helped so much. But let's quickly check in with the chat first, and then we'll get rolling with the movie. I see Tony is in the house as always. Tony, good to see you. As well as Malcolm. We got to see Malcolm in person this past weekend at Fan Expo. Malcolm,
did.
I hope you're well. Are you back in what I assume is snowy Winnipeg?
When is it not?
Yeah, as well as VJ Baby. Ultra
Hello
Carter in the
Hello
house.
there.
Hello there.
I like that one.
Got
That's a good one. I might be biased though. Yeah, thanks for joining us. How are you guys doing? Rob and Hosnose, you were with me at the con. You guys rested up.
No,
Yes.
Right out
not at all.
bushy-tailed? And Steve 3 is fresh off of a birthday. How are
Yeah,
you doing?
Older, man. I'm
Yay.
older.
Yeah, how was the birthday?
It was good. It was a Tuesday birthday, man. It doesn't get much better than a Tuesday birthday.
What do you make of it, right?
Yeah, I did. We had a great night.
Excellent.
Been regretting it ever since, just being tired. But yeah, great night. Went down to Disney. Went down to downtown Disney.
Oh,
And,
nice.
I was given some beignets at one hotel
Ooh.
bar, and then big juicy burger, which I wasn't given, and then ended the night with a beautiful bourbon drink and a massive slab of cake drizzled
Hell
in
yeah.
chocolate.
Hell yeah. Well, that sounds
Nice.
like you did it right, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Didn't sleep. Heart rate's been high ever since. It was great.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I for one am super happy to be back in the saddle with you guys. And just as a quick refresher, or a reminder, I guess, tonight, my movie Airplane, this is one that I had not seen. That was a deal, at least for the first ones out the gate for the new year. Had you
we
guys,
February?
right? Yeah. Dude, and a little inside baseball, I almost couldn't make it tonight because
Yeah.
my hot water heater decided to give me grief. Boo, hot water heater. Fuck you. Yeah, that's appropriate. So yeah, we are over halfway through February. Had you guys seen Airplane before this? I know Hosnose, you were excited, I think,
Yep.
when I picked this one. So I assume you had seen it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Had you seen it recently?
No, I have not.
No,
So it's been a
It was
while,
more
so
of
that's-
like
I think
80s watch last time you saw it.
no. It wasn't that long ago, but it was long enough that I hadn't seen it in a while, and that's why I got very excited when you picked it.
Nice. Steve 3, how about you? Had you seen this one before?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
I grew up with Airplane, and
Man.
it's not that I haven't seen it since then. I have definitely seen it since then, but it wouldn't be I don't own it, so it would have been whenever it was on, I would have watched it again. So it was good to sit through, go through the whole thing again for sure.
Nice. Rob, how about you?
I definitely have seen this. I've seen this. As Steve 3 said, I've grown up with this one, but I don't think I've seen it this millennia. It must be even
This
before.
millennia.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
dramatic
wow.
way to say
Very dramatic.
in
Yes.
the
Yeah.
last
It's been a millennia
25
since
years.
I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it
84
since
years.
before
yeah.
anytime after 2000. It's been a long time.
Fair. It came out 45 years ago, 46
Yeah.
years ago. So yeah, it's up there for sure. Yeah, and obviously this was my first watch.
Oof.
So yeah, I am
I'm very curious to see what you think
Yeah.
of this one.
right. Yeah, I'm the whole way through. I was basically like, I'm curious how these jokes would have landed with me as a kid.
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
kind of wish that I had seen it as a kid, but it made this viewing very interesting because normally I'm the one that has seen these movies.
Which is what I'm shocked at. And I
Hmm.
want to analyze a bit more, dig into how you've not seen this. I
Yeah.
thought,
And
Me too.
you know what? And that's totally fair. I don't know how this one escaped me
Mhm.
because like I had seen all the Naked Gun movies. I had seen Police Squad. I had seen Blazing Saddles and all the Mel Brooks movies.
Yeah.
So like I
Right.
was just like in its orbit. And there was this one in Kentucky Fried Movie basically that I had not seen, which is so weird. This was the
I don't
only
think
movie
I've
on my
seen
list.
all of Kentucky Fried Movie either.
I didn't even
I,
know that was a movie.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I would go watch it after this one.
Mm.
Maybe I should, but yeah, we'll get into that for sure. So quick Cole's notes for the nerds playing along at home. Written and directed by Jim Abrahams, David Zucker, Jerry Zucker, starring Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lloyd Bridges, Peter Graves, Julie Haggerty, Robert Hayes, Leslie Nielsen, and Robert Stack. This is a crazy cast.
It's a weird cast.
It's a weird cast.
Yeah. And so for, at least in the case of Lloyd Bridges, Peter Graves, Leslie Nielsen, and Robert Stack, they were specifically cast because they were not at the time comedic actors.
Right.
Straight.
They wanted straight men, which is hilarious when you think about Leslie Nielsen being cast for not having been a comedian at the time. He had basically said that he had been wanting to get into comedy his whole career, and this was his opportunity. This was his shot, and he never looked back. Like even in I don't know, have you ever watched like an interview with Leslie Nielsen?
Yeah.
Many.
Especially the ones with the fart machines. They're
Yeah,
so
it's the one.
So even when he apparently was doing serious roles, he would still be pranking his co-stars with a fart machine on set. So like this kind of comedy was in his DNA from the start. And he was just waiting for his opportunity. And you know what? Even in this movie, like he still played kind of a straight man, but in a funny way. But yeah, I love the fart machine thing. I will never get tired of watching interviews with Leslie
Yeah.
Nielsen.
It's
'Cause,
brilliant.
God, he's funny. Yeah, funny man. Yeah, just crazy cast. And a lot of really deep cut references. Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar being cast in this movie was a reference to a different show about an airplane where they had a sports star playing the co-pilot.
Really?
Just crazy stuff like this where they
Okay.
did everything. There's like this calculation behind every little choice.
Was it
In
Con
the
Air and
movie.
Marty McSorley?
But it-
Why in the hell?
because we had a long gap between watching it and talking about it, we did watch a couple of like interesting things about Airplane. And
Awesome.
one of them is that it's basically, it's not just a disaster spoof movie. It's actually a remake of a movie, pretty much scene for scene,
Yes.
that they turned into a spoof.
They bought the rights to the movie that they are parodying for $2,500 so they would not get sued.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's a 1957 film called 0 Hour
Yeah.
with the exclamation mark. So even that
okay.
is a parody and a reference to that movie, the exclamation mark in Airplane. So yeah, they bought the rights to that movie. Yeah. So the movie was written by Zucker, Abrams, and Zucker while they were performing, and I didn't know this beforehand, until I started doing research. While they were performing in the Kentucky Fried Theater Group, which makes a lot more sense now if you are aware that Kentucky Fried Movie is a thing, and that's where it comes from. So Kentucky Fried Movie was basically a movie just incorporating all these skits that they had written as part of the theater group. That one came out in 1977, with this one being the follow-up. Yeah. And there is a sequel to this movie. Has anybody seen it?
Yes.
Airplane 2?
Yes.
I don't think I have. If I have, I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, me too. I know I've probably watched it because we were so excited about the first one, and then it just didn't hit home, and that was it, into the ether.
Yeah. It brought back a lot of the same cast, as I understand it. I haven't watched it. I probably won't watch it. The writers and directors did not sign on and have never watched it. They just refuse.
Mhm.
Sorry, Rob.
Sorry, the writers and directors did not do Airplane 2?
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
No,
that
so
makes
they
sense
brought
now.
back a bunch of the cast, and
Yeah.
that's it. The writer directors were just like, nah, we're good.
I remember not really enjoying it as much.
Yeah, it did not get the reception that the first one did, let's say. So yeah, it sounds like there's a good reason for that. Also, the writers and directors went on to do Police Squad and the Naked Gun movies,
Mhm.
which, yeah, if you've seen that stuff, it should feel very familiar, as it did with me as I was watching this movie. So not only is Leslie Nielsen in it, but the humor is exactly the same style.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get right in. I did want to talk. I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball at you, but it'll be similar to our normal routine. Instead of just saying favorite scene, favorite line, whatever. The first thing I want to ask you guys is, what is your favorite sight gag or visual gag from the movie? Steve 3, I want to start with you.
Oh, great. Thanks for starting with me, Jamie. Appreciate it.
Okay, Hose Nose, favorite sight
Oh,
gag.
geez, thanks for starting with me. Oh, come on.
Oh, good. So it's going to be the complaining around the horn. Rob, how about you?
Hey, Rob.
I'd be pleased to answer that. Thank you, because I've had a whole 30 seconds to think about it now, since these guys are
30 seconds of
complaining.
complaining. Yeah.
The first one that comes to mind was the no smoking sign, stuff like that. It says, I even had it written down, El Noa you smoko putana de seatbelts or something like that. It's just,
Yeah.
there's
There was
another one
for
later on.
Going back to your seat too.
I'm afraid to say that because I'm afraid to say a
offensive.
lot of these jokes sometimes
Yes.
because I'm just like, am I going to get canceled here?
Yeah,
Don't
we're definitely gonna do a little bit of tiptoeing around some jokes
Yes.
tonight. Because there was some stuff that I'm just gonna come right out and say it. The stuff with Peter Graves and the little boy in the cockpit.
Holy
It didn't
cow.
dawn on me at first what was happening. And then as soon as I clued in, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I remember
he didn't want to do it, right?
No, he didn't.
He picked up the script and said, "This is disgusting. I don't want to
Yes.
do it." And they just really persuaded him to come in and do it
yeah.
because he was a respected actor, and he's like,
Yeah.
"This is disgusting. I'm not going
I
to do
knew
this."
Peter Graves from the Mission Impossible
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah.
Which is very serious too. And apparently he was the entire time he was filming with the little boy in the cockpit, he was extremely uncomfortable.
I would hope so.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so jokes like that, we're not going to dwell too much on, other than to say, holy shit. But yeah. So Rob, you enjoyed the poorly translated signs?
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
Okay. Steve 3, have you had enough time to?
Well, I'm gonna
think of a joke.
I'm gonna go straight to the why was it needed boobs running across the screen in the panic stations, because
Yes.
it was like it was just there.
Yes.
And you're like, and you're not going to rewind, right? So you're like, what? Why did
You
that
guys didn't
happen?
rewind?
And who was it? And I still to this day don't know which character it was that went across. If it was just an extra, or if it was one of
I
the
think it was
characters.
an extra.
It was an uncredited cameo.
Okay, because that would have been
really?
funny.
Yes.
Just who the hell did that? You know?
Yeah.
Sonny
Yeah,
Bono.
and it, as far as I know from my research, it was not the same woman who
With the
was
Jell-O?
on screen right after the Jello,
Okay. Okay.
which was also very
Another,
gratuitous
yeah.
and very great 80s. I'm gonna cleanse our palate a little bit and say hi to Allie, as well as
cleansing the
Dale.
palate.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. Yeah. So that was your favorite sight gag? Was
That wasn't the favorite one. That's just the first one I can think of because
No,
there's so
favorite.
many sight
Those are
gags. You
Oh, yeah.
can't have really a favorite.
We're gonna go around
Yeah.
several times. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll I'll come back to you for another one. Hose Nose, have you had enough time?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what you're defining by sight gag. Is it just
Yeah.
something in the
Something
background?
visual. There's
Anything visual?
there's
Okay.
visual gags galore in this movie. It is
Mhm.
like the number of gags per hour has any movie beat,
Yeah.
hands down.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like
Okay.
it is a visual cornucopia of jokes, if you will.
There was that scene with the cornucopia too. That was pretty.
There was a watermelon and a spear. How's nose? Anything? Nothing? Come back to you.
Come back to me because
Holy
I got-
shit!
Okay,
Okay,
I
we're
got,
Jamie, what
no, I
about-
got a giant long list of lines.
oh, I
Okay.
see.
And cluing
I
in on.
see.
Yeah, it's got all the audio gags.
That's what I
So-
was.
Okay,
Move on.
Rob, how about you? Any other visual gags?
Well, I did. There was that scene where
VG
after everybody
Baby's
was
got
getting
one.
sick, they're hauling out Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and he's wearing his gear.
Yeah.
I thought that was just too
Yes.
funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got his shorts and his socks on and
Yeah,
his goggles.
and the goggles too.
Yeah. So, fun fact about him: the scene where the little kid's in the cockpit and he's talking about, "Oh, my dad says you don't hustle
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
or whatever." When he grabs the kid by the shirt collar and pulls him in, that was apparently not scripted. So the look of
Terror.
visceral fear on that
Yeah.
boy's face was real.
But he still wasn't convincing. Like he was a
No,
sports
he's a terrible
athlete
actor.
acting.
Yes,
But it was just like I guess when
Fucking-
it's
they
that
lampshaded it though, right?
they did. Yeah.
How crappy of a actor like they called out because he's who he is. He's playing
Yes.
himself, right? He's not trying to act.
yeah.
Which was just so funny. And when the
Yeah.
intro, you're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No, I'm not.
Yeah. No, not
Yeah.
Yeah. And he so I did want to ask you guys, I didn't get the names that he drops, but he says, "Tell your old man to not be tired,"
Yeah.
after he's dragging around name and other name up and down the court for 48 minutes a night. Was he talking about his balls?
No, that was apparently something he got called out for in real life because
Oh.
there are two other players, and he's dragging.
Ah.
When he says dragging him up and down the court, I guess
Yeah,
it
yeah.
means just so he gets criticized for not pulling
Oh.
his weight,
See,
and that's
I-
when he pulled him in
yeah.
and did that thing. It was bringing
Yeah.
that real life thing into it, and no one was expecting it. He just came out of his head.
I love you thought it was his testicles though.
Yes,
Well, that's
100%.
splitters.
I was convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that he was talking about dragging around.
It
his
must
balls.
be his. He must be talking about his massive testicles.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Who's that Magic
yeah,
You should
Johnson?
see a doctor about that.
yeah. I think they wear underwear of some sort, maybe a cup.
Oh, I hope so.
I mean, it was the 70s. It was the 80s. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not going to pass
Free
judgment on their
swinging.
attire. Yeah, exactly. See? Yeah.
Oh, come
that
on.
is that's oh wait, what's happening?
Do you all what? I'm curious. Like for the audio, Ali's asking, "Do you all?"
yeah,
I'm curious.
wait. Do you all? I'm assuming she's asking if we wear underwear. That's a very personal question now.
Or drag our balls up and down the place.
Or drag our balls up and down the court for 40
Could be
minutes.
both.
It is tiring.
Yes.
Steve 3, while we wait for clarification from Allie, any other visual gags?
Well,
you
I don't
know-
know if you guys spotted this one. This is the first one I saw, and I did actually rewind to look at it. When we first, after the intro, we get that wonderful Jaws intro, the clouds.
Love
and
the Jaws intro.
the-
That was one of
but-
mine. Actually, I didn't even come to me, but yeah, that was
So
mine.
I'm going to do a couple here because it's going to lead me to this. Then we get the guy, the typical comedy of waving in the plane, and it's like, "Hey,
Yes.
where's the car?" And it's like over
it's
there, which of course causes the plane to just go into the building.
Which is
So
an
as it comes
amazing
into the
shot.
building, did you notice that as the people get up out of their seats and run, a woman literally grabs a baby and just throws it up in the air in front of them?
No,
I did not see that.
amazing.
That was my favorite scene as a kid. I just chucked that child.
Oh my god, I miss that. I need to go back and watch that now. That's hilarious.
That I didn't see that either. I did
Holy
comment. I'm like,
shit.
I
That's
thought
what
that
I'm
was
talking about.
I thought that was a crazy expensive set for a gag for the one gag.
right?
It's like
Yeah.
full size 747 nose
did
coming
they-
through a
Did they do that gag at the end of filming or the beginning of filming?
yeah.
Right? It did seem like a really well-made shot though. Like it looked great. And yeah, it was just the punchline of a joke.
Apparently those two guys were the writers.
What two guys?
guys
I thought they were
the
Flaggers.
Oh, were they? I thought okay. All right.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
makes
there was
sense. I
somebody,
did
yeah.
see that they had cameoed in the movie. That makes total sense.
Mhm.
What is up, Tauk?
Hello there.
Tauk.
My dad would like. It looks like I picked the wrong time to stop sniffing glue. Is it the right time?
I'm
Anyway,
gonna look at the comments, but I think they're coming in out of sync to what we're talking about. I'm not sure.
I mean, that was just. I feel like that was a favorite line and a great reference. I love it. That the writers have actually, since the movie came out, heard from, I want to say, several pilots telling them how often that actually comes dangerously close to happening in real life.
What the lights?
The plane coming so
Cutting the
close
nose.
Yeah.
to the glass of the terminal
Hmm.
happens more often than you would think, apparently.
I thought you meant just crashing because they ate the fish. And here's the thing: I just want to say this. I want to say this. This movie made me never want to eat fish on
Yes.
a plane ever.
I mean,
this
just
is the
don't
reason
eat
I don't
airline
have
food.
fish.
Fish and poultry.
Yeah.
100%. The words to live by.
Yeah. I don't
Uh,
eat fish typically anyways.
Anybody who ate fish on an airplane had it coming. They deserved what they got.
but you know what you got yourself into.
Yeah, exactly. You had the option between steak or fish.
Well, and
There's
then
one right answer here.
that was one of the psych eggs right there. When
Yes.
The pilot's like,
Fish
"Add the
bones?
fish," and it's all the bones perfectly.
Yes. See, there you
Yeah.
go, Hose Nose. Now you're getting it.
There you go.
All right.
Along with the
Big
symptoms
joke.
of what's
It
going to
is all
happen
visual.
to anyone that ate it being
Yeah.
acted out in front
That
of
was
us
good.
by
Oh
the
my
pilot.
God.
Get itchy, start sweating, start
Yeah.
convulsing.
That was really good.
So good.
I had
Rob, how
I
about
didn't-
you? Oh, sorry.
Go
Hose
for it,
Nose.
I
Hose
got
Nose.
one.
Go
I
for
got
it.
one.
Oh,
Just the at the beginning where he's calling the Mayo Clinic.
Yes.
The guy's talking to him, and on the background
Yes.
is just old
Yes.
jars of
the
mayonnaise.
Mayo Clinic. See, that's a great visual gag. I laughed pretty hard at that one.
Yeah.
Classic. Yeah, 100%.
What about? Sorry, Rob. You might have one. I don't want to.
Go for it. Go for it.
What about well, is it a visual gag? I guess it's a visual gag. When he gets out of his cab to go and follow Elaine, the guy gets in the cab, and we keep
that
cutting
was
back
a
to him,
long
and
con.
he's still just
Yeah.
sat in the car.
That was a
Did you-
great
did-
running joke.
Did you guys watch all the
Yes.
credits looking for
Yes.
a stinger?
Yeah,
so you saw the
100%.
stinger.
Yes.
'Cause I didn't know about
Because
that.
I
there
could
were
give
jokes in
another
the
20
credits.
minutes.
Yeah.
The credits were like watching a Monty Python movie, like if you were paying attention.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, there were. Yeah.
Yeah, it was excellent. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, did everybody watch to the very end?
Yes, I did.
No,
So Steve, at the very end, the credits,
credits?
are done, and it
Yeah.
cuts back to the dude in the taxi being
Okay.
like, "I'm gonna give him 20 more minutes, then I'm getting out of here."
it's just also ridiculous.
And the fare, like he started the meter when he left. The fare at one point was like $13,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love how his fare can go up that high too.
Oh, it was hilarious. Yeah, I love it. I will actually call it one of mine because I forgot the first time around.
No problem.
I actually really liked it because of how not on the nose it was Ted coming into the airport, and he gets harassed by here's a flower, do you want to make a donation? And the guy like clips the flower to his jacket, so while still moving he just like sheds his jacket and just keeps going. And the guy is just like holding his jacket.
I had that down as one of my favorite scenes. Just
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
he enters,
it's
and
great.
just takes on everyone who wants to give him something, and is
Oh,
trying to give him
God.
a flyer. And
Robert
he's
Stack?
just MMA-ing them all the way
Yes.
through. It's just so good.
So at the time of filming, Robert Stack was 61 years old, and there was no stuntman.
You did pretty good.
Yeah, he did amazing because he pulled one move. I'm like, there's no fucking way that was Robert Stack. It's Mr. Unsolved Mysteries himself? No. Yeah, that was him.
Seeing
yeah,
as we're
amazing.
substituting all our normal stuff for visual gags, what about same actor, but when we first meet him in his house, and he's in front of the mirror with his
The
wife
mirror.
and putting his tie on, and then
The
just
mirror's on
walks
my list.
straight through and
Yeah,
out.
he like
and you're like,
stepped
what?
over. Yes.
Yeah, so
that was
good.
great. That
Yeah.
was great.
I must have looked down when that
I
was
love it.
happening.
That's
Really?
that's
You
what I'm
didn't see that?
saying.
I remember because I was watching it with Ali as well, and we
Yeah.
were like, "What?" We just so weren't expecting it. It made
Yeah.
us laugh because it was just so stupid
Was,
Yeah.
and just brilliant at the same time.
Well, it's
was
like
that
those-
around the time with the dog?
Yeah, so after the
Yeah,
guy
oh,
gets
yeah.
attacked
Because
by
I
the
think I was
dog.
making a
when he
note
goes-
because it's like,
Oh.
yeah, there's some people who
Yeah.
just don't realize their dog is a menace.
Yeah.
Uh,
And that reminded me of the times in Police Squad when they would move from one room to the next, and
Just-
some of the actors would walk in front of the set instead of going through the door.
Yeah.
They wouldn't call attention to it because everybody's moving to the same spot. It was exactly that. It was hilarious. Yeah, I love it. Hosnos, back to you. You got anything for us?
Well, it's kind of a sight gag, and is one where he's in like the hospital. And he's having his flashback about his PTSD, and she's like, "Oh, who's that?" He says, "I'm like, oh, that's Franklin. He thinks he's Ethel Merman,
Yes.
and that it is Ethel
Yeah.
Merman."
Yes.
Yeah,
You'll be swell. You'll
Yeah.
be great.
That was the last thing she ever filmed before.
Are
she
you
passed
serious?
away. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow!
And she insisted on bringing her own hairdresser to set.
Yeah.
And she wasn't able to film until afternoon because it took that long to set her hair.
A
Wow!
lot of hairspray.
Yeah. Yeah. She was dedicated to the hairdo.
That's good.
Yeah. Excellent sight gag. Rob, how about you?
I have so many, but there's this one that only I will get in this group, only because it's a personal thing. Because I was
Oh.
watching.
Oh, so
it's-
they made this joke just for you?
No,
Wow.
but I'm
Was
the
it
only
a
one that
Turkish
laughed
prison?
at this. I'm the only one.
Have
that
you
laughed
been
at
in a
this.
Turkish prison?
Yes, I
Oh,
have been,
no,
but that's
don't.
beside the point.
We don't talk about the war. No,
Yeah.
just don't.
It
No
was-
talking about the cockpit scenes.
It was the mother of the sick child. So her hairstyle, she is nearly a spitting image of my mom back in the 80s. My mom had that hairstyle.
Mhm.
It was the blonde with the bob that goes in like that. She had the same sort of shaped face and stuff. I just, every time I see that scene with the little girl, the sick girl and stuff, which is again just funny stuff in general, but it's just like I laugh because I'm like, I remember my mom looking exactly like that and had the exact same hairstyle at that
I feel
exact
like a
same
lot of
time.
people's moms look like that in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a sight gag for me, and I was
Oh,
just
okay.
like, oh yeah.
Well, I don't think you really understood the question, but I'll allow it and we'll keep moving.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh,
Well, hey, and that one did have the sight gag where she's singing,
Knocks
Yes.
the
she
thing out.
swings
of her
Yeah,
around
she
with the
knocks her
guitar,
IV out.
unplugs the IV.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
the
Yeah.
puckering of the lips.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid was hamming it up like crazy. It was
Wasn't
funny.
that girl on like the Love Boat?
How the hell should we know?
It was an
Looked
aeroplane.
familiar.
Rob.
Right?
I think she was a regular on the Love Boat. I think she was like one of the junior go-getters or something like
Like
that.
the Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
kids.
The Love Boat kids, yes,
Oh,
with Gopher and the gang.
Anyways, let's keep talking about airplane.
yeah.
I'll take one. Peter Graves, when we first see him in the airport and he's at the magazine stand, he's standing in front of the
Whacking
section that
material.
says whacking material.
The weird thing for us is like I don't know what setting was on because we didn't have the subtitles on, we didn't have closed captioning on. But when we watched this, and I can't remember what streaming service we watched it on in the end, but every now and then a random statement would just come up. And so when that scene happened, in subtitles would just
Did
go
it say whacking,
whacking
material?
material. and like when things lit up on the screen, it would just come up as a
Were you
descriptive
watching
audio.
the movie in like sight impaired mode?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Were these like slightly delayed too?
Yeah.
Okay, I had something similar happen with ours
That's
where
so
it was like,
weird.
I think it's like, the thing where if you're reading a magazine and movie and it's a different language and it translates it.
It's weird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
I
so
think it was
weird.
kind of doing that. It was like,
Like
yeah,
that.
delayed. Because
'Cause it
ours,
started
ours
to
was
happen.
delayed too.
With signs on the door and things like that, and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden we just got hit with whacking material.
You don't want to be hit with a whacking. You know?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, unless you're Peter Graves. But yeah, I don't want to know what he's reading.
Okay. I think we have
Uh,
the inflatable pilot because it's being mentioned a lot in the
yeah,
chat.
Steve 3, take it.
Yeah, the inflatable pilot.
There was a lot of good stuff
job.
with the inflatable pilot.
Yeah,
Otto.
yeah.
Yeah, Otto.
The
to get black.
smile on his face, the grabbing of the boobs, like
Yeah.
the having to blow him up. Of course, the only play to blow him up is with the belt buckle, right?
Yeah.
But just the way that Leslie Nielsen walks in and just goes,
Oh my god.
he's so
Yeah.
stern. He's just
Yeah.
so stern and unfazed.
Amazing.
So good.
And then what's her name? Having a cigarette afterwards.
They
Yeah.
both were.
Yeah, because that's what you do, right?
They got that thing to wink at the end, which was
Yeah.
impressive.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
when he
ILM
had his
did it.
inflatable wife. Yeah. All right, Hosnose.
Just small ones that weren't all that funny, but where she asks him, "Do you want smoking or non-smoking?"
Yeah.
And he says smoking, and then she just
Smoking.
hands him a
Hands a ticket.
Smoking
on
boarding
fire.
pass.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I like just those literal ones, right? That are just you know what's coming, right?
Yeah.
And
I
that's
actually
the
that was one
movie.
of the ones I did not see coming. I don't think I would have seen that coming in a million years. I would have
But
thought
did
it was like something.
Did you
else.
find yourselves just sitting there going, "Oh,"
Yes.
every time something happened?
Yes.
Because it's just like, come on.
This movie was a chorus
yeah,
of me just flipping back and forth between groaning and laughing my head off.
yeah.
There's no in between. It was just one way or the other.
Mine was like both, where you groan and then I laughed all
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, because it was funny.
Yeah, 100%.
It was like, oh god, that was stupid, but fuck, I'm laughing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I gave them props because I did not see that one coming. It was pretty original. Rob, how about you? You want to talk about it?
I got to mention the shout out because Deo has another one here. The drinking problem. Deo, by the way. Hello, Deo.
Hey,
Deo's in the
Dale.
chat. Yeah, the drinking
love
problem.
the
I
drinking
think of this
problem.
all the time.
Yes.
I was just whenever I spill too. Me
Yeah.
and Deo are on the right.
Well, and it was
on that
it was
one.
a running gag throughout the movie too. You didn't
The
just see it
whole
once,
movie.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is actually something I liked about this. There were a few ones that carried. They did multiple times throughout.
Yeah. That and the actor did a really good job of looking genuinely distressed and like just so earnest in trying to get this drink into his mouth. Like opens his mouth while he has his panic look on his face and then is like, ah, like in the side of his head. It was hilarious. Yeah, 100%. I love that running joke. It was really good. I'm going to go with a running joke for my next sight gag. It's every time he's telling the story to someone new and they're in the process or in the aftermath of killing themselves.
Yeah.
The
James
first one
Hong!
we see is the lady who has hung herself. And then James Hong
Oh, so happy to see James
committing
Hong.
Harry Carey.
No way in
or
whatsoever
Seppuku.
racist at all in there.
No.
Get up.
Yeah,
at all.
no.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we're
Especially
just going to
the
keep
third
breezing
guy,
right
yeah.
past that.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then we have the guy dousing himself with gasoline.
Yeah,
Mhm.
again, just like you'd
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah. But yeah, I loved every time there was someone new and they're just preparing to kill themselves. Yeah, that was hilarious to me. That was a really good running gag. I liked it a lot. Steve 3, any other sight gags?
Shit's really gonna hit the fan.
Yes.
Do you think this is the only time in cinematic history we've seen literal shit hitting a fan?
I don't know if it was literary shit or if it was prop shit.
It was
They
meant
look
to be
pretty good.
shit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
They hired a
Uh,
monkey for this one.
But what I always get confused, not confused, what I always mix up with Airplane is also Hot Shots. And it reminds me of Hot Shots when he takes a sip of chocolate and then says pudding and just spits in his face and he just hits him as he says pudding. And that's what the shit hitting the fan reminds me of.
Nice. I
The
wouldn't be
wobble.
surprised if the same writers and directors had their hands in the Hot Shots movie because it
Mm.
feels very similar to that.
Yeah.
There was a
Uh,
good wobble to that fan after that. I
Yeah.
particularly
yeah.
enjoyed. The whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
there was some good heft to the
Balance.
turd that actually
Yes, there
made
was.
the fan work when it hit. Which I feel like was accurate. Yeah, I was really happy to see that because that's something you would never see ever.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Deo makes a good point. Very top secret.
Yes,
very
top
top
secret
secret.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I think he
100%.
was involved in Top Secret.
Yeah.
Directors were.
Yeah, Top Secret
this-
is another one of those movies.
This
that's-
movie's like the granddaddy of all those movies.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to argue it, it would be Kentucky Fried Movie, but yes, this one it was like the one that really kicked things off.
Yeah, this was a
the-
huge hit, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Massively.
It was
Massively.
It was made for $3.5 million, and it made $171 million. So yeah, it made back its budget in the first 2 days it was open.
It's a bit like Smoking the Bandit.
Yeah. So yeah, this movie absolutely credited with kind of kicking off those kinds of movies, but like the Farrelly brothers also credited the writer directors as kicking off their careers as well, because they gave the Farrelly brothers their first writing job.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's a pretty good legacy. Sorry. Oh yeah, we were talking about shit hitting the fan. That was D3. Back to you, Hose Nose.
Now this one might be a little off color nowadays.
Dude,
I mean,
in this movie?
I'm gonna say it anyway. Where he goes, Air Israel, please clear the runway. And it cuts to the plane with sort of the very stereotypical Hasidic Jew outfit going on. It's like it made me giggle, and then I went, I don't know about that.
There's something you won't see nowadays.
Yeah.
I've got one to take our minds off that one. When he first sits in front of the cockpit, and you see him panning across all the instruments, and it just keeps going and
That
going
was a great shot.
and going and
That was a
going, and
great
there's
shot.
nothing but instruments, and then you see the same instrument again, and it keeps going and going and going.
I loved that shot. That panning shot was great. Yeah, that's another good palate cleanser, Steve 3. Thank you, sir. Rob, a little bit out of order, coming back to you.
Let's see if you get it from. I'm going to do the visual. I'm going to do the gag itself. See if you can get it here. It's going to be great for audio.
I don't see a fan.
Basically, looking to the camera, smiling, and then looking away.
Smoking
Remember
about
that?
it.
It's when they start playing the guitar, everybody's heart would melt when she plays the guitar for the little sick kid, and everybody would smile. And then it would smile, and then people would look at each other and they'd smile. The Hare Krishnas would smile. People upside down, hearing smile. Yeah, the pilots looking at each other, smiling, and the guy in the back just smiling at the camera. It was just so cheesy. I freaking loved it. It's very 80s.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's classic Rob.
what, cheesy?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Very much so.
Hence your sweater.
So
Yeah, I
back-
went very orange today. Sorry.
yeah. Back over to me. I gotta say when he's talking about the flashback, the main character about meeting his love interest for the first time in that bar, and she's dancing with that other guy, and he says, "Luckily that night, fate was on my side," and the guy she's dancing with gets stabbed in the back.
Yeah, they're doing the dance.
Yeah, just yeah, that was awesome. I loved it.
I actually laughed out loud. I guess it is a visual gag, but that in that same scene when they're dancing on the dance floor and he does his John Travolta, and I don't know why, but when he sticks his hand up and you hear the gunshot and the
you keep
ricochet,
hearing cartoon noises.
it was just so good. I just laughed out loud on that one.
That was good.
Well, another one from that scene that I remembered was he's like, "Oh, so I had to ask the guy next to me to pinch me to see if it was real." And then you see the guy just kind of like creepily, like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
slide at her,
slink away from him.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the girls fighting, I
The
loved
Girl
it.
Scouts.
The Girl
Oh,
Scouts
yeah.
just beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
30-year-old Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
And it ends when they're slow dancing and there's just one final drop from the sky. Just great.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it when we just see an obviously dummy body just fall from a height. Like, it's funny every time.
But did you notice the Girl Scout fight when you first see him in the bar come across the floor and then she pushes or throws one towards the camera? She actually hits the camera.
Yeah.
And you see the whole assembly just wobbling where the
Yes.
Hey, so
I love it.
that seemed like it went on for a long amount of time, did it
yes,
not?
all
did.
through the movie, I
It
believe.
really did.
Well,
So-
through that scene, yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
scene-
weren't they
that-
fighting again at some other point as well?
No, it was only in that one flashback scene.
Okay,
But
I
it was,
thought
it was,
they were
it was
fighting.
almost every scene within that flashback scene.
Yeah.
But that to
Yeah.
me is another influence on future things where Family Guy with the chicken,
Yes. Totally.
it just goes on and then pops up again. That's I don't know.
100%. Yeah, I could definitely see that being in reference to that.
Yeah, but at least Airplane knew when to stop.
Did it?
They did they?
When it came to that fight scene, yeah, I think it had the perfect timing. I think it ended perfectly. When you talk about Family Guy, it drags on just a touch longer,
Yeah.
almost to Ghostbusters 2016 levels.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's long. Okay, who are we at?
We've only covered one subject so far.
Right?
I know, it's
dude,
amazing.
We gotta keep going. See, now that we've opened the floodgates. Rob, how about you?
Well, stick with that scene. Then there was this one guy who was dancing when they threw the girl into the jukebox. There's that guy, one striped sailor, who just had the moves.
Oh, the old guy.
Yeah, the old guy. It was
Yeah.
so cool. I know it's not intended to be like a gag, but he was so funny watching him just kind of
He was
twirl
super
like an action
passionate
figure.
about his action.
He was so passionate. I loved him so much. He was one of my favorite side characters.
Was that the guy who was leaning on the jukebox when
Yeah.
the Girl Scout goes into it?
He was there first. He was
Yeah,
the first guy you
gotcha,
see, and he
yeah.
gets the
I know
party
what you mean.
started.
Yeah, 100%. One that got me really hard, actually. This one had me laughing out loud by myself like a crazy person. I think when it was at the point in the movie where they knew shit was going sideways, and the guy takes a swig out of his flask and then reaches across the aisle and offers the old lady a drink,
Oh,
and she's like, "Oh no!" And then she immediately does a line of cocaine.
Cocaine.
See, that scene was I was cut out of the. That's the first time I remember seeing that scene.
You
I
probably
don't
didn't
think
know
that
what it
was in the
was.
TV version. That and the
Probably
whacking
not.
material. I think those two scenes were the only scenes that I have not seen in this movie because I guess it's on TV and it was obviously edited for content and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No coke, just boobs.
yeah.
Well,
No coke or boobs.
I guess the boobs was also taken out too. Not
Yeah.
the jiggling one, but the naked one.
Yeah. Checks out. Steve 3, any other visual gags?
Is it a visual gag when they walk up and take it in turns, slapping her across the face?
The lineup?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
That is classic.
Not just a slap, but a shake and a slap.
Yeah. Yeah. And,
Well,
and
then
like
you
the
see- you
one
go
dude
through
with
the
the
line.
crowbar
Yeah, exactly.
and the
Yeah.
guy with
One chick had
I
a
think-
gun.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
had a gun. Yeah, you know what? Like I loved the lineup, but I think my favorite part of that was Leslie Nielsen's second slap.
Yeah.
Because he goes in and like hits
goes
her. and
back,
he's,
yeah.
Oh, doctor, you're needed elsewhere. And he like starts to get up and he like goes back for another one and then keeps walking.
Even that visual gag when it says, "I'm looking for a doctor. Does anyone know if there's a doctor?" And she goes, "Oh, miss, I think he might be a doctor." And he just sat there with his stethoscope
With
on.
his stethoscope. Yeah,
It's either that or a Ghostbuster.
amazing. Yeah, I love it. The lineup is like all time great comedy scene. Yeah, 100%. Steve. Knows how about you? It's gonna be hard to follow that up.
Well, okay, this is different though. I need clarification on this joke because I didn't get it.
Need a
Was
ruling.
yeah, I need a ruling. There was the scene where she wakes up in the bed. I think it's the pilot's wife or something, and there's a horse.
There's a
next.
horse in there.
So I was like, okay, is this a Godfather's reference,
No.
or did this become like some super gross sex joke?
Yeah, because she is
Yeah.
a randy slut.
Yeah, all right, that's what I thought. At first, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's a Godfather. They're making all these other jokes at other movies
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
time, and then I'm like,
That's what I thought
oh,
too, which kind
no,
of made it
that's-
funnier. Is I thought they were spoofing Godfather, and then no, the horse is alive and
Yep.
kicking.
I was
yeah.
impressed.
She says something too, like
So was she.
there's Listerine in the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
that's
There's
where I was
like
like,
juice
oh,
in the fridge.
yeah, you can let
Yeah.
yourself out or something. Like
Yeah. Because
I
there's
was
that scene at the end where she's there in the tower and she's rubbing that guy up.
Filling up Robert
Just like
Stack.
feeling him up. Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
I was impressed they got that horse to lie down because that was a real horse lying down
Yeah.
on its side. It's not easy to get to have that happen. So that's a big beast. I would have been
Hollywood.
nervous.
Movie magic.
Yeah, I know, but it's I would have been
Vivid
so
entertainment.
nervous.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
Right. Oh man. Rob.
I like the guitars when she wants to play. She borrows the guitar from the nun. She wants to bring it
Oh,
to
and
the front
walks
of
up the
thing.
aisle.
Bong, 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 bong.
Yeah.
That's something
That
my
was pretty
students would
good.
do.
Yeah, I like the sound. I like
Yeah,
the
it was a great
of
sound.
that. It was funny as hell, and it does a good job of punctuating the joke. Okay, I have one last visual gag. I don't know how y'all are doing, but I'll check in after this. Right after Robert Stack's character is picked up from his house and they're driving to the airport, the screen behind the
backgrounds?
car
Yeah.
is just going nuts.
Yeah.
Like at one point, I'm pretty sure they were part of a cavalry charge,
Yeah.
which felt very Naked Gun.
Yeah.
But like he's just holding the wheel straight, and the car looks like it's Tokyo drifting.
yeah.
Like that
Run
was
over.
hilarious. I don't think I registered a word of dialogue in that scene.
I don't think it was point to it because
The
he's
dialogue
running
was
over
not the
people
point.
as well, and there was
Oh,
like
yeah,
was
he hit a
chased by
bicycle
with a
horses or
bike.
something.
Yeah, asshole. Yeah.
Well, it
All right,
connects
Steve-
to like whenever the guy goes through PTSD and starts imagining the planes, he starts, at first it's like World War II planes, and then it goes into World War I planes, and then it goes into like where the very first inventions of planes
Yes.
crashing,
Yeah,
and
like
it's just
the Wright brothers testing
Yeah.
out their inventions.
it's
Yeah,
some-
that was
and
pretty good.
that typical stock footage of planes with like 20 wings on it or something like that, just folding in
Yeah.
on itself.
The
Yeah.
evolution of flight.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was great. That was an excellent one. Yeah, I forgot about that one, Rob. Steve 3, you got any others?
Not without kind of hitting into some of the.
Okay.
If you
Yeah,
want, any,
we'll-
we could just talk about all of it. Really.
Well, we'll move in. We'll move into the more kind of verbal gags and jokes and whatnot.
Well, okay,
I'll
wait,
just go-
I had one more sight one.
okay,
it's
perfect.
It's crossing the boundary. It's a good
Mm.
segue.
Excellent segue. Yeah.
It's at the beginning, near the beginning, where they're all getting on the plane, and then they do the whole recreation, like of the couple, like it's an old timey train leaving.
Yeah.
Oh
and
God.
and the plane
Yeah.
slowly taking, but she's running along. But first she's like, "Oh, something about his watch," and he's like,
Yeah.
"Ah,
But
it doesn't work anyway."
Yeah.
And then the sight gag is she's running and just fucking like hitting all
Knocking
these
everything.
giant towers down, like 3 or 4 in a row, like full on yarding it, right?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Rob, how about you? Any last visual gags?
We'll get into the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I because of you, Hill's Nose, and the lady knocking over that tower, I did think of one last one. It was at the very end of the movie when the plane is coming in for a landing, and it's lower than some buildings in the city, and it shows the radio station with the tower.
Yeah.
It's like, you're listening to WBBL, the home of disco. Disco will never die, and then it takes out the tower and just goes silent. Yeah.
The 80s when everybody hated disco.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Steve 3, kick us off with verbal or spoken jokes.
There was another one running through. It was said a couple of times, and every time he would say, "How about some coffee, Johnny?" He would just walk by and go, "No thanks." That got me every time.
Yeah.
How about some coffee? No thanks. How about some more coffee? No thanks. It was that one was cracking me up.
That guy,
That guy was brilliant.
oh, I wanted to ask you guys about him because he kind of annoyed the shit out of me.
He had a little bit too. He was great at the beginning, and a little bit, and then someone said, "Let's keep going with him," and then
Yeah.
he kind of like, "Ooh, now you're crossing the line of annoying."
But from what I understand, that's not what happened. That was just his personality, and he was the only person that could not play it straight, which is what they wanted. And in the end, they were just like, "Fuck, we can't control this guy, man.
Yeah.
He's going to be the only flamboyant one in there." And he was flamboyant as hell, and it
Yes.
did crack me up. I like seeing him dance onto the screen and then dance off with the smile. It was refreshing.
the fog's getting thicker, and Leon's getting larger, and then
yeah.
walks away.
Yeah.
But then it was good. I really enjoyed it. But then when I think for me, the turning point was when they were actually in the tower, and he's just pulling out the lights. Like, what's going on here now? I just like he's starting to get annoying a little bit, like
yeah,
a
right.
toddler.
You're just like, oh, okay.
But it was like it's another visual gag, though, right? All the
Yeah.
lights go off on the runway, and they're like, "Oh no, all the lights have gone off," and just cuts to him going with the plug in his hand, right? So it's
Yeah.
just a visual gag.
I know what it is, yeah, but it's just, yeah, I started getting annoyed by him at the end.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I was the same way. I thought he was funny at the beginning, and then towards the end, I just wanted to put something in his eye.
That's fair. How's those favorite lines?
Oh shit! I don't know where to start. I'm gonna go with one that was Leslie Neal. No. I'm gonna go with the running gag one, and I like this one. Where first it was headquarters. What's that? And she's like, it's a big building where generals meet, but that's not important now. And then the second time he goes, a hospital. What is it? He goes, it's a big building with a lot of patients in it, but that's not important right now. And then the third one, it was like, the cockpit. What is it? He's like, it's in front of the plane, but that's not important. That whole gag, I giggled every time. It's so stupid, but it made me laugh.
Good.
It was very Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, how about you? Favorite lines?
The jive talking scene.
Yeah.
And the
Which
fact,
one?
well, just the fact that
the
it had
translator?
June Cleaver of Leave It to Beaver, the whitest of white friggin' bread on this planet at that
I did not
time.
know that was a person.
That was June Cleaver. And I even as a kid, I knew that was June Cleaver. And I was just listening to her talk to say jive talk. It was just too funny for me.
That
Yeah.
was. I mean, it made it better that it's like a super white lady, right?
Yeah, I really dug it. I thought it was so funny. And I remember as a kid, I was laughing and it was like, but now as an adult, I really enjoy that joke a lot. So
Yeah, that was pretty good. My favorite kind of verbal gag was basically the who's on first routine in the cockpit as they're taking off. With Victor the navigator,
Yeah.
you have Captain Over, and then who else did you have?
Roger.
Oh, and Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. We have Flight 209er, you're cleared for takeoff. Roger. Huh?
Huh?
LA departure frequency 1259er. Roger. Huh? Request vector over. What? We have clearance. Roger. What's our vector,
Yeah.
Victor? Just on and on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminded me of
good.
Doctor.
Yes,
Totally.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that scene. It was awesome. Three.
Steve 3.
Oh,
Steve
sorry, I didn't hear
Tree,
that.
back
That was
to you.
laughter. I just Rob's laughter muffled.
Sorry,
down.
I was laughing.
How dare you laugh? Going back to your Mayo Clinic one, I love the line afterwards. Like she has him on the phone. He's like, "Ham on 5, hold the Mayo." It was just you could see it coming a mile away.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming, and you're just waiting
Yeah.
for it, and then it came in, and you still fucking laughed.
Yeah, amazing. How's nose?
Well, okay, this is one of my favorite ones, so I'm just gonna say it is Shirley, you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Yes.
Anytime
Most
somebody
classic.
says seriously, like brings that up, I quote that. Like I cannot.
Stop calling me Shirley.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an absolute comedy classic.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things that like if you've seen the movie or not, you know that line.
Yeah.
Rob, back to you, sir.
I just want to tell you, good luck. We're counting on you. And then just again,
Three
We're
or
all
four more
counting
times.
on
yeah, while the plane's crashing or so,
Yeah.
just want to tell you, good luck. We're all counting on you. And then when
Best-
it's landed,
The best one is when it's landed and all done, and all of a sudden the door just opens,
Yeah.
good luck.
and he's just so deadpan, so deadpan.
So
How can
good.
you not smile? Oh, my
Right?
God. Yeah.
He's
Fucking Leslie
hilarious,
Nielsen's so good in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. This was, you got to see Leslie Nielsen be born as a comedian in this
Yeah.
movie. I howled when the friggin' stewardess is going around. And she's like, "Oh, by the way, does anybody here know how to fly a plane?" And the whole plane just explodes
Erupts.
into chaos.
Mhm.
God, that was funny. Her delivery of that was amazing.
Yep.
Who was the nun fighting? It was the Hare Krishna, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They were punching the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
The Hare
Yeah,
Krishna
the
played by
chaos.
David Leisure.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was he was the
Very young.
Isuzu guy. He was he was the one guy in Home Alone in the black and white movie that that kid was watching. It was just he's been in everything. I really like him.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yep, so on. Yeah, snakes.
Yeah, I love it. Steve 3.
Oh my
Any
God.
other favorite lines?
I thought I had more, but Rob stole a few of them, which you're gonna because they're classics.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to point out one thing. So recently I've been rewatching Buck Rogers in the 25th century, it's a TV show. And I'm watching this movie, and you know the little kid that walks up with the coffee and he's chatting to the lady.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the scene. I'm going to do the line first, but I want to tell you one of the things. So obviously this is a classic line. So the two little kids are sitting there and she has the coffee and he says, "Would you like milk and sugar?" She says, "No, I like it black." "No, I take it black, just like my men," which again is frowned upon, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
the reason I wanted to bring that one up is A, I could get a line in, and B, that kid, I was like, I know this kid. And that kid played a golden kid in Buck Rogers' episode.
What?
He was all in gold and he was an adult, and the big adult was actually his kid. And there's this whole thing about, and I was like, I know this kid's face and the way he speaks. And in the end, I think it's Buck Rogers. And we looked it up and it was exactly the same kid who was the gold kid in Buck Rogers.
That's
So
hilarious.
that was my little fun fact.
Oh my God, it is. I'm just
Yes.
looking at the picture now.
Yes.
Amazing.
Now that scene must have been parodying coffee commercials of the time.
Well, there
'Cause
was
I
a
know-
coffee commercial, but I don't remember that one being it.
It was parodying a scene from another movie,
Oh, okay.
an airplane movie. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when
The same
in
line.
this movie, yes. Well, except for the
Why?
Like My Man.
Okay. All right.
The other scene stops at just before Like My Man.
Right. I take it black.
Okay.
Fair question.
Because there's another one where the woman's like, where the husband's barfing and she like looks at camera and it's her thoughts. She goes, "He never vomits
never
like that at
vomits at
home."
home.
I think that's so funny.
That is absolutely a coffee commercial.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like an
definitely.
old Folgers commercial or something like
Yeah.
that.
It's almost like
Something
it would be one of those things of detecting some sort of disease, right? He
Yeah.
never does it.
Yeah.
And she does it a couple of times. It just gets progressively more
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No,
It's
that
so
is
funny.
100% a coffee commercial. The first
Okay.
line, that he never has a second cup of coffee at home.
Right.
But yeah, the never vomiting at home was a great line. Oh God.
I think it's your
Who-
turn, Jamie.
Is it my turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Just the weird quick cut. So when the news is breaking and you're seeing all of these newscasts and newspapers that this plane is in distress, and it cuts to the one guy on the news talk show and he says, "Shadow, they bought their tickets. They know what they were getting into. I say, let them crash."
I feel that was there was a dig on something in real life. That
Yeah.
sounds like
they were digging on someone in like 60 Minutes or something like
Is
that.
that what it was?
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
the way that the graphic behind him was
Yeah.
like, it definitely felt like something.
Yeah, it was funny. Just a quick cut out of nowhere. Steve 3.
I don't think I got any more that I can think of right now.
All good. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we're pretty far. We basically quoted the whole movie at this
Yeah,
point,
pretty
so
much.
that's totally fair.
Yeah.
I did dig when the plane was crashing, and it is now arriving at gate 3, gate 4, gate 5, gate 10, gate 11, gate 12, and there's people just barreling down the thing to the next gate.
That was pretty good. Yeah, I like. I liked the airport announcers at the start of the movie.
Oh, they were
Going
brilliant.
back and
What the
forth.
white zone and the red zone?
Yes.
Yeah.
And okay, let's just put it all out there and say what this is about. You want me to have an
To have
abortion?
an abortion. Okay, do you know this?
Where?
Do you know
What?
this crazy trivia?
Yes,
Do you want to say it? Say it.
I
You
would
know
like
it.
to say it since it's my
Okay.
movie.
Yes. That's it for me, everybody.
Yeah.
Don't get in the red zone.
No,
Hose
I
knows.
appreciate that though. Yeah, the two PA announcers both work for LAX as PA announcers, and they are both married.
Oh, that's funny.
Is that
Listen,
crazy?
Benny, don't start up with your white zone shit again.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
that was great. That was such a great way to set the tone in the movie. I loved it.
Did we even mention the inflatable pilot yet?
Oh, we
Yeah.
definitely have.
Okay, all right.
We definitely have. Yeah, you were safe there. Okay. Is anyone else have any
Yeah,
other
yeah.
favorite
I
lines?
told you I got a
All
big
right.
list.
Wait, Rob, do you have any more?
Luggage claim for no frills. That was
Yeah.
just so good.
That's
Just coming
that's like-
down this. Like,
That was a good combo gag.
That's-
The people coming down the.
That's a prophecy. That's like not too far away.
God. Yeah, that's just a crystal ball.
Spirit
Uh,
Airlines.
Okay, Rob, do you have any more before we let?
No,
Jose
Jose, I
Wilhelm
want to see
hold the
Jose
mail?
go for it.
All
Oh,
right.
geez. Well, the other one that I had was another Leslie Nielsen one. It was this kind of a smaller one, but where he's talking to the stewardess about what the choices of dinner was. He's like,
Yes.
"It was steak or fish?" He goes, "Right, I remember. I had lasagna." Again, the total deadpan delivery. It's brilliant.
Yeah, that one was awesome. You said you had a list. What's happening here?
Okay, well, I didn't know I was just going.
No, just go
Uh,
rapid
All
fire
right,
us.
another small one with good delivery was where, again, Elaine's talking. And he goes, "Elaine, as a member of the plane, can you handle some bad news?" And she's just, "No." Just the way that she says it, like, "No, I can't handle the how about the gag where I quit the wrong weed to quit smoking, and then
Yeah.
it's the wrong weed to drink,
Yeah.
then amphetamines, then sniffing
Yeah.
glue.
Then
Sniffing
sniff and
was
glue.
ridiculous.
Oh my god.
And,
And
the
just
visual
the-
gag of the picture
Of
behind
him
him when he
being
leans.
upside down.
yes.
Oh yeah. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked the follow up to the sniffing glue one where he looks out the tower and he sees the plane's coming right at us and he jumps out the window.
Did you catch at the beginning? There's kind of a little cameo gag where I'm pretty sure it was Jimmy Dynamite Walker was the guy who was
I
changing
thought
the
it was.
oil and wiping the windows on the cockpit and everything. I think it was Jimmy Walker.
It looked like him. I
Yeah.
don't know if it was. Oh, he was Jimmy Walker. It was.
Is that
Yes.
the guy that falls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cosmos,
Another
any
one,
others?
the old lady talks to Ted when he's on the plane. She's like, "Nervous? Your first time?" He's like, "No, I've been nervous before."
Yeah, that was great.
that was a good
Yeah. Okay, I'm done. I didn't have as
done?
many.
All right.
They've
Yeah.
all been mentioned. Yeah.
Nobody's going to talk about the painting with the guy with his leg behind his head.
Oh, right.
Oh, the model.
Can we take
Yeah.
a break?
Yeah.
God,
Honestly, that was one I didn't think was that funny. I don't
I-
know why.
the way
I
he's
don't
just
know-
holding a baby with a leg, it's just
and
like,
a gun and his legs behind his. It's
Yeah.
like, okay.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
That one
That
stuck
joke
in my
did not
memory.
land with Steve 3.
I don't know why, because it's so ridiculous. It should be funny, but for some reason, that one I was like, in my mind, I'm saying, yeah, but that's just too far.
Now you've crossed the line.
Yeah, that's just
Now
too
you've
far.
crossed the line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Movie
where the line is
ruined.
drawn.
racist, sexist, like perverted. No, but you crossed
Yeah.
the line.
That was
One
too
thing that stood out with this movie, I was expecting, not having seen it for so long, I was expecting it to be even more crossing just more
Yeah.
inappropriate than it
Mm.
really was. Because I just I remember all the scenes as a kid, but they were all still in this jumble. So when I watched the movie, I'm like, it wasn't as I don't want to say bad, but it wasn't as squeamish as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
And
I
there-
agree. I
and
thought it
you-
was gonna be a lot worse.
Yeah, you can. I mean, obviously, going in here with a 2025 mind or 26 now, there are certain things that just don't hold up. But I mean, it's just like it could have been 1,000 times worse, and it was not. There was some really smart stuff.
Yes, you were absolutely correct. They showed remarkable restraint.
If you can believe it.
Anyways, yeah, I think we've gone on long enough about
Yeah.
this movie.
You're not
Um,
gonna talk about the nice girl with the great figure. The old lady where he's talking to
Howdy,
her
bro.
and she's like, "I see what you see in her. She's a great figure and supple
Oh.
breasts and creamy thighs, or whatever." That's coming from the old lady.
yeah, that's fair.
I found the actress very annoying. I don't know why. It was just the way she talked all the time. It drove me nuts. I did not. She was my least favorite character in the entire movie.
That's very judgy.
That's okay.
This was her first movie ever.
Was it
Yeah.
our last?
Yeah,
Nope,
Wow.
she did Airplane too.
yeah.
I don't know actually. Now I want to look.
She was a Broadway star. She wasn't an actor.
You'll do fine. You'll do great.
Anyways, any final thoughts from anybody on Airplane before we start rating this thing?
No.
No? All right.
She was in the airplane too, by the way.
Yeah. Which we will not watch. Airplane 2 seems like a kind of movie that you would make us watch, actually.
No, I don't think so, because I'm looking at the cast. There's a lot of this. Just does like Pat Sajak, Sonny Bono, William Shatner. Yes, Dale William Shatner was in it.
Yeah.
Raymond Burr. There's a lot of names, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good one. Rip Torn's in there.
So Steve 3.
Yes.
Yes.
How would you rate this movie?
I'm going to be full of nostalgia and full of applauds of a classic movie. Which does it stand the test of time? Some things no, but most yes. I think this is a classic, and I feel this one has to get as high. I feel it has to be an 8.
All right.
Maybe a 7.5, because there wasn't, there was some bad, but for me, it's a classic, and it's a classic that it formed so much more, and it still stood up to the test of time. And I think, as in my ways of viewing it, I did laugh all the way through it. Obviously not the leg behind the head, but that's why I'm wondering if it should get 7.5. But it is a
I brought
classic.
a total half a point for you.
Wow. Yeah, it is a classic, and I think it deserves getting a high number, because I would watch it again. And I think if you were to make a cosplay of one of these characters, I think it would be brilliant to do a group cosplay of some of the characters in Airplane.
Yeah.
So to me, I think like 7.58. Yeah, I think
I was thinking the exact same thing. How funny it would be. Really messy and maybe a little irresponsible, but how funny would it be to play the main character with a drinking problem and just have a couple
go
waters?
around?
Yeah, that'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Hey, weirdos.
Hey, weirdos.
Hey.
Weirdos.
Yeah, I totally agree with all those points.
So we locking
super well
that in
said.
at 8 or a 7.5?
I'll give it an 8, because I believe it's a classic comedy, and I think it deserves an 8.
Yeah, good for you. Well said for sure. Hosnose, how about you?
I am in lockstep. It's a hard, solid 8. And I laughed all the way through. Like you said, it held up. Yeah, there's some things that are a little off color nowadays, but it wasn't nearly as bad as it was. And this was a classic again for me. I never saw it in this theater, but my friends owned this, and this was in like a heavy rotation, watching this like after school and high school and stuff like that. And I now own it too, because it was the same price to rent it as to buy it last night.
Nice.
On YouTube?
Yeah. No, it was
Nice.
on wherever I got it from. But yeah.
So-
It was the same on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, Deo. That is amazing.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Brilliant. The only thing with that is it's one of those fart capture suits, so you'd have to be in an inflatable like the dinosaur. I don't trust that. I can't
And
even
then
wear my bith without people burping into it, right, Jamie?
Yeah, but you got a
So-
little hole.
I don't know what you're talking about, Steve.
Yeah,
I wasn't
that-
burping into it.
your bum's not that high.
I was doing jump shots.
Oh my God, you can jump that. Are you using a force?
I was trying.
But yeah, that would be brilliant. So Deo, get making
Yeah.
it. I want to see
my
you in
God,
it.
That'd be great.
And
yeah,
and
the
he had
group
his,
cosplay would be
he's
great.
got his girlfriend there at the end.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a couples cosplay for sure.
Yeah. Hey Archer, thank you for joining us,
Hey,
sir.
Archer.
It's good to see you, man. So Hosnose, that was an 8 from you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. Rob, how about you, sir?
7.5. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, and it's classic. Definitely a classic. So I've said my piece with it.
Nice.
Like these guys. So definitely 7.5.
So I was very, very curious how you guys would rate it, having seen it before,
Mhm.
given the rating that I had in my brain as like the one person in the group coming to this completely fresh and brand new. But
So yeah, I'm very curious to see what you think, because we
Yeah.
haven't really talked about what you thought of the movie.
No. I've kept it a little close to my chest. We've had some giggles for
Spill
sure.
the beans, Pale Rider.
Yeah, for me it was a 7.5. coming into this fresh. I mean, to be fair, like I loved Police Squad, Naked Gun. I didn't know going into it that it was the same writers and directors, so that definitely helped. There was definitely some jokes and some characters that didn't land with me, which why it's not higher. But yeah, I was laughing quite a bit throughout this movie. And I feel like if I were to go back and watch the old Naked Gun movies, it would be a similar experience.
Mhm.
Where
Mm.
like there's some cringy, silly stuff, but then there's some really good jokes in there too. But absolutely deserves its status as a classic comedy.
Yeah.
100%.
Sidebar: have you seen the new Naked Gun?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet.
I struggled really badly and couldn't get to the end.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Because I felt like that one had it did really well at paying homage to the
Yeah,
original.
absolutely. But the thing is like this is testament to seeing it all before, and all these movies to me, I didn't need it, and that's why I
Yeah.
struggled. It's like you could see it coming before it came, but they
Totally.
tried to make it a little bit more risque. And I know we're not reviewing it now, and it
No,
it
no,
was.
no.
Don't get me wrong, it's funny. Leslie Nielsen was awesome. Pam Anderson was awesome, but I got bored of it and I stopped. And I was on a plane as normal, but I just got bored of it. I just didn't want to
That's
listen
fair.
to it anymore.
I could totally see it. Because like that's the thing is I watched the new Naked Gun and then I went back and watched the original Naked Gun. I'm like, oh, this isn't quite as funny as I remember it being for that same reason. That said, though, I did have fun with the new one.
Yeah. And to me, it's like launching it again for another generation, right? So
Yes.
if you go back and watch the older ones as a younger generation, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
100%.
Whereas now you got your own the more recent reform joke about it, right? So I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for me as an old bastard, I was like, I don't need this one.
That's
Do you
fair.
think this style of movie is kind of outdated now? Because I'm looking at the list when it goes
Feels
from
like it.
Airplane,
Yeah.
and then there was the whole scary movies
Yeah.
thing, and I hated every single scary movie. It was just dumb. It was, and then there was I have other things like Basketball, which some people really like, but Naked
I
Gun
love
3 and the
Basketball.
third. It seems like over time it's just like, is this
Well,
a comedy?
comedy evolves, right?
Yeah.
And like I feel like you go from like Monty Python to this to the Farrelly Brothers movies like Dumb and Dumber, Me, Myself, and Irene, that kind of stuff. Like there's something about Mary, and I feel like from there probably like Judd Apatow movies, like that kind of stuff. But then
Yeah.
it kind of stopped after that, and we don't really have these kinds of comedy movies anymore, which is kind of why I'm a little bit worried about Spaceballs 2.
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
It's Mel Brooks. He has his formula down and he's probably going to stick to it.
And it doesn't evolve. Really.
No.
It doesn't
No.
travel into the future. Well.
Absolutely not.
Again, that's what I'm saying about it. It was funny. There were
Yeah.
some funny things about it. There was some ridiculousness, but how long was it? I can't remember because I didn't get to the end, but it was I just wasn't in the mood for it, I guess.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Yeah.
They started that movie off strong. I loved the OJ joke, where they're all kneeling in front of the portraits of
No,
their
their
fathers.
fathers. Yeah.
And then the black guy's sitting in front of the OJ picture and he looks at the camera and goes, mm-mm. That was hilarious. Holy crap. Yeah,
That's good.
amazing. I'm so happy they went there. But yeah, that is a discussion for another time, should we choose it. Thank you all so much for watching Airplane and talking about it with me. This was a ton of fun. And I was very curious because it felt like this was kind of a unique experience for me, being the only one that hadn't seen the movie. Yeah, which is so weird. I don't know why, but I'm happy I did watch it. Who were you? We just pointing? Is that
No,
what we're doing
I was
now?
raising my hand.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I am curious though, and I'm imagining that you have seen most of the stuff we talked about today in clip form or meme form throughout your life, right? So was this
Yes
this
and
is
no.
the first time you've watched it from beginning to end, which makes a massive difference. But
Yes.
were you tainted by seeing that through? You kind of knew.
Honestly, not a lot.
Okay.
obviously I knew like, yes, I'm serious and don't call me Shirley. That's just I don't
Yeah.
care who you are. That's a classic line.
Yeah.
So like that. I just want to let you both know we're all counting on you. Like that's again
So
classic.
good.
But beyond that, it was pretty fresh for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of unspoiled. Yeah, that's a great question, actually.
Yeah.
Given the status of this movie as a comedy classic.
Right.
Yeah, great question. Yeah,
That's great though. That's good to know.
Yeah, I went in largely fresh, and yeah, it was a fun experience for sure.
It's Steve's choice. Sorry, Hosen.
Hosen.
Try again, Steve 3.
Steve
choice.
3. This was a
Yeah,
fucking roller coaster run.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
Um,
didn't
so
fasten in on
Steve
that
3. Do you know what you're choosing next for?
I got a choice of two. So
Oh,
and I know there's a lot of movies out there that existed in our genre of nostalgia, but there's not much that I haven't seen that I want to see. So
course.
I don't know. I didn't just want to pick a movie that I've never seen or even heard of because that's not very exciting. So there, I've been looking through movies that I know I've never seen, but I've heard a lot about, and I'm interested to find out what they were. And I've kind of narrowed it down to two. So what I would do is I would ask my colleagues here, even though this isn't a business, but I would ask my my colleagues here on the show, can I do what I always pick on you for and pick something that's near to the 2000s?
totally.
Or do we
100%.
need to stick in the 80s and 90s?
No.
No, that's
Dude,
your
I-
rule.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was just gonna say. I'm pretty sure.
I
that's
know,
your
I know.
rule.
I'm
You
just
imposed on
clearing. I'm clearing the air so
Yeah.
you guys don't go. No, dick face, you got that. Right.
No,
forgiveness rather than permission.
because like
Because there's
first
one movie
and
which I've
foremost, we're a
never
podcast,
seen. I've
shit.
heard people talk about. I've never seen, and I want to see it. And so this is a perfect opportunity. So the movie is Dogma. I've never watched it, and I would like to. So I'm going to throw it in there into the pot for us to watch it.
I love
Hopefully,
that.
it's good enough for the show.
I think
But
that
it's-
works because of its strong 90s connection.
Dude, 100%. It's a Kevin Smith movie. I feel like
Yeah.
all of his movies are fair game.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that either. That's awesome.
I got that whole.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, great! Because
Oh
I
my
got the
God.
whole. Oh my God, you've never. I was like, no, I haven't. And
Dogma
so,
is a classic for sure.
and that's what I've heard. And so it sounds really interesting, and I really want to watch it. And I don't know
Oh.
anything about it other than the fact of what it's called and who made it. So
amazing.
I'm not gonna save it for the podcast.
Do that.
but I have seen it, but
Shh.
yeah, huh. Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wouldn't be right if you were to
You'll rate
enjoy
it now.
something.
This is one of those movies that I genuinely hope you enjoy.
Me too.
Because I love it. That's really exciting. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. What year did Dogma come out? Wasn't it 99?
99.
Yeah, dude.
It's a nice movie. Officially.
Dude, it even fits in your arbitrary rule that you came up with
Okay.
in isolation.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
We
quite
did
excited.
it.
I'm going in. This is the first time I've been into something totally blind, I think.
Awesome.
And I don't
Do
know how it
you-
escaped me, but I've just never seen it.
God, I'm so excited. I want to just
Okay.
ask you all the questions.
Well, because you said that you really liked it, I'm gonna say I really didn't like it. And
That
we'll save
doesn't
that for the
surprise me,
show.
'cause you're a
That's
grumpy
what's going to be
asshole.
great about this is
Oh,
because
it's
am I
gonna
going to
be good. I'm
be
liking
team?
this.
Am I going to be team Jamie or am I going to
Yeah.
be team
I'm-
Steve?
Yeah, I'm so curious to find out. I genuinely hope you enjoy it.
And
But
will me and Rob both agree? This is
Oh
going to be
my
a great
God.
show.
Oh my god, cats and
Wow.
dogs.
cats and dogs living together. We are in uncharted territory,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
We've
Buckle up.
Look at this foreshadowing. We got one
Oh my
person who loves it.
God.
We got one person who hates it, and one
I
person,
love
two
this.
people that have never seen it. This
And
is
two
great.
people who never agree on anything.
Yes.
No, it's very true.
Oh, and
Oh my
Ali's never
God.
seen either. There you go. So yeah, Ali, fire up the popcorn.
Oh
We're
my
watching Dogma.
I'm watching this movie tonight. I am so excited.
I am not.
So
So,
I'm going
yeah.
to bed immediately.
God,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to fire all of the questions. Do you like other Kevin Smith movies?
Yeah.
Save it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Save
yeah.
it.
Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta
This
stop.
is the
Yeah.
juicy bits for
Yes.
this.
Yeah. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. And to me,
Shut
it's the
up.
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bozos is ready to
This
blow.
is so good. I love this.
Get on
Oh,
your knees.
man. Well,
Right.
that is exciting
my
as
God.
hell. So, in 2 weeks from today, we will be talking about Steve's movie pick, Dogma.
We hope.
99.
We're all very busy.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe my hot water heater will just straight up explode next
Maybe
time. and my
mine
house
will.
will be no more.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, we got to wrap things up here. So Steve 3, we'll start with you. Where can we find you?
You can find me on, I was going to say Facebook. You can't ever find me on Facebook. I went on the last week because thanks to everyone that said happy birthday. That's the only real time I go on there. But you can find me on Instagram under Shitspeckled Muppet Fart. And you can also find me on Instagram under Steve3D, which cross-posts to Facebook. So don't get hoodwinked. You can also find me at the weekends. I'm coming to the end of my boxes, but here's the thing.
Well, you're still collecting, right?
They just dropped Series 10 box sets in the vault, which got some great ships in them.
Amazing.
And I just ordered both. So they may even show up for this weekend. But if not, I've got a stack of shit that I want to open with people. So I don't know what you guys are up to here with your Ghostbustering, but if you're not Ghostbustering at some point, let's get on and open up some other shit.
Dude, anytime I have a backlog of stuff to open up too. Anytime you want to unbox some shit, let me know.
I got tons.
Dude,
and it's not Star Wars.
Seriously. I'm not even joking. It's a ton of fun every time we do it. So yeah, if you want to open some shit up, let me know.
So yeah, if you're passing by, and thanks to all those that did wish me happy birthday, by the way, I really do appreciate it. So if you're passing by Instagram, you can find me there, and at the weekends you can go onto YouTube, usual place, usual time, DL44. Hopefully, I don't know why I hesitated, but I can't remember what I'm doing this weekend at this point.
Forth between Saturday and Sunday.
It's Thursday today, right?
Yeah. It is, yeah. But Saturdays or Sundays, 10:30 a.m. typically. Are you Saturday this weekend coming up?
Yeah, it's going to have to be. Yeah.
Okay.
But Buck Rogers is coming on real good, guys. I'm really excited about Buck Rogers.
Awesome.
So
I can't wait.
Rob, I've started to capture pictures. I'm going to be capturing all my prints coming off, and yeah, good. It's gotcha. Yeah. I'm excited. Excellent. I'm super excited for white spandex, twig and berries. It's going to be awesome.
I mean, if spandex is involved, you're going to wear a dance belt, right?
No.
Or just no. You're gonna be Captain Frog Eye.
No, I'm going to be arrested. Of course I am. I'm probably going to wear 2 pairs of underpants underneath, so we can get that perfect Gil Gerard bulge.
Drag it up and down the court.
Mean, yeah, you could. Yeah, exactly. Dragging them up and down the court for 48 minutes, you're gonna be tired, man. Okay. On that note, Hose Nose, where can we find you?
Hose Nose Paints on the gram, as kids say, for all your mediocre D&D minifigs, but more likely it'll be the Vankman repaint when I get back to that. You can also follow us on letterboxd.com. You can see the list of all the movies we've reviewed or talked about. And eventually there'll be episode 2 of Ready to Believe, the Island Edition.
Hell yeah, dude! At this rate, you're gonna have a full-on TV studio in the car hole.
There were some upgrades done in the car hole. Yes. Yeah, but
just not on the thing you're building.
I've got real metal parts that aluminum. So progress is slowly happening.
Yeah, get on with it, will you? Because I want to see what's next.
That's exciting.
I had to go to Vancouver for 4 days.
Blah, 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 blah.
That's it for me, everybody.
Fun time. All right. Rob, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me, the Outer Rim Rookie on Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to be putting some videos together because of what's happened at Fan Expo. Had a great time. You haven't shown Steve 3 this little bad boy right
I saw it. I did wish you congratulations.
Thank you. You haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I did. You know what the funny thing is that I didn't read. I looked at the picture. So
I know you don't read, sir.
I didn't realize that was Trooper of the Year. So congrats. I thought it was like Trooper of the Month or something.
Well, you know why you didn't realize? Because it's massive bronze medal. It's not a gold.
It is bronze for some reason and not gold.
Yeah. Nowadays, that's great because I would never last a year. So.
So I'm going to make a video on Fan Expo in the near future here. It's going to be, I'm slugging through report cards and parent-teacher interviews and real life. So be patient, but I'm going to put up pictures for sure. And so please. And also trying to work on something else for Jamie, but he's going to talk about that next.
I am?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Okay. I
think he's throwing it to you, Jamie.
God damn it, Jamie.
That was a great segue that I totally just fumbled like a buffoon. You can find me right here on the Generation X-Wing Podcast YouTube channel every Tuesday talking about something or other Ghostbusters related. We might be unboxing. We might be talking about real Ghostbusters. We may just be talking about random shit if plans fall through. You never know. But yeah, every Tuesday and then every other Thursday here. So in 2 weeks, catch us when we're going to be talking about Dogma.
Yeah.
And that is it. So thank you very much to everybody who joined us in the chat live. You guys are all amazing. Please give us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already done so. Yeah, and thank you as well if you're watching this after the fact. With that, we're out of here. So thanks for sticking with us as we talked about Airplane. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Like, share, Taco Bell, subscribe, follow us on Facebook.